Hi everyone, we are really happy to be with you on this Tuesday.
In Romans 8:18, the Apostle Paul writes, I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing with the glory about to be revealed to us. In Paul's present time, there was a lot of suffering, but because he counted on eternity with God in Christ, it put all those sufferings in perspective. As we've made reference several times recently, the book club of the church has been reading a book about the relationship between Ken and Johnny. Johnny being a quadriplegic who is married to an able-bodied man. Johnny had to deal, and Ken, as her husband, had to deal with all the problems and challenges of being quadriplegic. They also had to deal with her chronic pain. And then on top of all that, she got cancer. What's interesting is she said that cancer was the best thing that ever happened to their marriage, and he says it was one of the things that most advanced his walk with the Lord, because it made him aware that what mattered more to him than anything than his relationship with Jesus Christ was that she would be there. And so his great purpose was to keep her alive. And if she was alive, then dealing with all the other problems, haggling with the insurance company, taking her to a whole bunch of extra appointments, being up at all nights to address her physical needs, was small stuff compared to the great big reward of having her still in his life.
And so I think it's a really good reminder from them for us in our lives to approach things in a way that God's present in it and can make the most of it. And how do we grow through it, whatever comes our way? I remember having a conversation with a professor when I was in seminary, and he said you had to get through sufferings and challenge things in order to really be empathetic and to be there for others. And I challenged him on that. And then lo and behold, shortly thereafter, I got very sick and I almost died, and I had a long time of recovery. And I had to go to someone's home in order to be watched after. And with God's sense of humor, I ended up at he and his wife's home, and they took care of me. And so it just goes back to a reminder that it really is important that we embrace God in the midst of our sufferings, and good can come really out of it. And it might even it'll cause us opportunity to grow, but it might also bring us moments to chuckle and say, oh yeah, God, you got this.
And when we don't make too much of the bad things that come to us, we don't allow them to bother us as much. We have them in perspective. If we can just remember that we are awesomely and eternally loved by God, and have a meaningful life and are saved from great tragedy, that puts all the little things, the lesser things at least, that would otherwise really upset us, not upset us as much.
So we encourage you to look at your perspective in the upcoming days, and we look forward to being with you again next Tuesday. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye.